One of these days, I'm going to have a countdown going. Going to surprise everyone with a fancy countdown where the timer's going, and you know this is going to happen instead of me just going, boink, here I am. But hey, here I am. Greetings and salutations, kindred spirits. We're live on the internet, making magic better one step at a time. That's the mantra. Also trying to make this stream a little better one step at a time. If you've been with me on this odyssey of live streaming, you know I'm chopping down the noise one block at a time. Let's see if this is working. Today we're going through OBS. We're skipping the StreamYard multiple camera feature, and we're using it's too much tech. It's too much technical information for you guys. I'll worry about the tech. You guys just enjoy the magic. Gary's already chatting about our topic here. I'm gonna do a slow start into our topic, the Card Monte, which Gary mentions is the first packet trick that he ever bought and learned. I think this is the case for many magi in the world, and I think this is maybe not a good thing. We'll talk about that as time goes on. If you don't know what the Card Monte is, let me introduce you to some of the cards in play today. And I thought, wow, we could do this magically and not in a Monte style to make it a little more interesting. So we'll be using jokers. That's one of them. Yeah, it rises up. I'll get this one up close to you. 3D coming at you like a ghost through a castle wall. I'd like to do the last one out of the box. And for the last one, we'll be using the money card. If you know anything about the Card Monte, you know the money card is the lady. And that is a nice segue into our topic du jour, the Card Monte, in particular the Card Monte, and how we might be able to make it better for everyone that does this kind of thing. Let me say hi to the chat. Thank you guys for showing up. Always nice to see some kindred spirits in the audience. Before I get busy to nitpicking, Johnny doesn't know what Card Monte is. You're gonna know by the end of this stream, sir. We're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna show you this version. Oh, let me get this going. There's a few versions we're gonna do. The first one, and you could track a couple things. Let me get Johnny up to speed here. You want to follow the queen, and I'll tell you how it was showing to me. Okay, when I was a young man, I ran across this guy who was at a county fair. If you can believe that, which is not true, but if you can believe it, it helps suspend the disbelief. So he had some cards, and he said you got to follow the lady, but not that one or that one. He said the one you want to follow is this one. Yeah, if you could follow the lady, you can win some money. Yeah, so watch the queen. I'm going to shuffle it in. It goes here, 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 and then you guess where it is. Well, this man, he charged me $1 each time I guessed, and the first guess I took was on the bottom. He turned the packet over. He said, well, no, that's not the queen, and you owe me $1. Well, that didn't seem too fair, but hey, now I had a 50-50 chance. I figured I could take another guess. Maybe we'll win. I took a bet of the top card, and he said, sorry, bud, that's another $1 you owe me. But now I knew. I said, okay, well, if it's not on the top and not on the bottom, it must be the middle one. And he said, well, bud, I'm sorry, but that's another $1 you owe me. I said, what? You don't even have a queen. He said, oh, no, it's right here, and that's another $1 you owe me. What? I said, what? The queen is on the bottom? He goes, oh, actually, it's on the top, and that's another $1. I said, well, wait a minute. How can you have a queen on the top and the bottom? He said, you can't. It's in the middle, and that's another $1. Well, that was $6. I never lost so much money so quick in my life. I started to walk away, but this man was a nice man. He gave me another chance. He said, look, son, one more chance. What do you think the color of that card is? Well, I got a big grin on my face. I said, well, sir, that card is red and black. I'll tell you what, I never lost $7 so fast in my life. It's a hard lesson to learn, but I learned it that day, and I'm sharing it with you now. I guess what I really need here is a good tagline. Let our first lesson be this. Have a good scripted professional presentation for your moments. This trick that you just saw me do, this is not in my working repertoire. Like I ran through some of the mechanics earlier today in preparation for this stream, but the handling that you just saw is not one of my working pieces. We're going to see some of my working pieces by the end of this stream. But what you just saw there was the original, and this is where we're going to start talking about the topic du jour. Let me go over here to my little situation. I'll bring up this for you to peek at. This is Color Monte. So Color Monte is basically the trick you just saw me do. Although the trick you just saw me do is titled something completely different, and I'll tell you what that is in just a moment. But Color Monte is the trick a lot of magicians will buy. It has a blue diamond card, a red diamond card, and then the surprise card is this $14 value card. Now, I'm going to propose this, first of all. These Mylar diamond cards, I know this because I've used this effect in the real world. They're hard to see in low lighting. So if you're doing a 3-card Monte and your viewer can't tell if it's a blue diamond or a red diamond, well, you're fighting an uphill battle right off the bat. So for reason number one, I don't think this trick is good. Not only do the cards not look like cards that people are used to, but they're not able to clearly see, like versus a joker and a queen. So if you're doing the Color Monte, the first thing I would like to suggest that you do is you get a queen and a joker and replace those diamond cards. Throw those things in the trash. You can use the $14 one. That's a nice surprise finish, but get rid of the diamonds. So that's step one. Also going to be a better trick if you can remove the cards from the deck, right? Anytime you can remove the cards from the pack and insinuate that you're using regular cards. So in this case, and let me get the Color Monte off. Actually, before I take the Color Monte off, let's take note of Emerson and West. This is the company that released this trick, and a lot of packet tricks back in the late 70s, early 80s. Emerson and West. They probably built an empire on this trick, and what we're going to do today is give credit to the man who created the routine that you saw me perform, and this man is Bill Elliott. Oh, look, Marty has a great suggestion here. If you don't have the specially printed card, you can use a joker and a queen and then an 8. I've done this with aces as well, and this is a good alternative to having a specially printed card. You just use a numerical value for the blow-off finish there. Yeah. But look, let's go back to 1959 in Howard Lyon's Ibida magazine. This was a zine he published back in the day. And in issue 16, we find 3-card Monkey Business by Bill Elliott. And it is this routine that you just saw me perform, basically verbatim, ending up with the $7 blow-off card. And we need to give a little credit and thanks to Bill Elliott for creating this sequence that so many wonderful magicians have used through the years. And if we're going to do that, we also got to give credit to Ed Marlowe, who developed the quick 3-way sequence. And while we're thanking Ed, we also thank Di Vernon and Ted Anneman, who developed the Anneman-Christ alignment procedure that makes all of this work. Now, I'm not going to do an in-depth dive on the methods in this exhibition. We're just going to talk about some of the options. Rest assured that these moves are relatively easy, and I have left some information in the description below, and I can answer Peter's question as well. If you go to the description below, I'm pretty sure I put a link to the members area to join it there. And thank you for asking. That allows me to promote the members area. So thanks. Yeah. If you guys want to support my jam a little bit, I do advanced tutorials. I do special live events, and those are available to the members of the YouTube channel. So cool. Hey, while we're in kind of an in-between tricks, I'm going to go to we're going to go to an advanced version of this 3-card Monkey Business by Bill Elliott. And if you have any questions about that sequence, now's a good time to get it in. But my question is this: how's the stream going? Are we having any weird hiccups or lag or any craziness? This is kind of a bonus stream for me this week. I did one a couple of days ago, and I tried a different tech that had some hiccups. So I'm trying some different things today, trying to provide a more fluid situation. In particular, I'm looking to switch from cameras and not have hiccups. So hopefully as I'm doing this, and maybe we're bringing in some graphic elements and all right, everything's good. We're getting good feedback. Marty's saying good. Johnny's saying it's good. This pleases my heart. We know, or if you've been with me, you know the struggles I've had, and I'm fighting hard to get this right for you guys. So So far, so good. There we go. That's the spirit. Join for $5 and get the tutorials. I had someone trying to convince me earlier to raise the prices on these things, but I'm not going to do that. Hey, if you'd like to learn, I did put some other links in the description below to the other things. Did I mention that? So if there's some of the things you'd like to learn, including the trick I'm about to do, you could go watch this tutorial later, and this will keep the people that are interested in that subject matter in the secrets, go into the secret stuff, and then the muggles can just enjoy the magic. This will be our closing number here. This piece is another Monte routine. Let me get in the close-up areas here. This is advantageous to the dealer in that it uses a money card and then 3 cards, and there's nothing to follow, so it's a little simple on the eyes. Can you see the 3? Maybe if I just used, I'll just use 2 of the blanks and 1 of the aces. This is going to make it a little easier. We'll make it a true 3-card Monte situation. So there. Keep your eye on the ace. And then just like the classic, you try and guess where it is. And just like the classic, you'll lose. You could guess the bottom. It's not there. Some people think I sneak it to the top, but it's not on the top as well. And others will go in the middle. But in fact, it is not here. Whoops. It is not here. It's not there. It's not there. The ace, if you want to know how to win the Monte, it's always going to be the one that you least suspect. And this is really the best. If you ever want to play this game, this is how you win it. You bet where you think it's not. I'll do it again, even though nobody asked. Here, one more time. Watch the ace. It goes in between. We shuffle it up. And then your job is to guess how in the world I could get it from here or even here and get it to over here without you seeing it and ideally betting on it. And with that in mind, we're going to do it one last time. Put your hawk eye on the ace and watch the blank card as I set it aside. So now one more time, you bet where the ace is. Where would you bet? Now, some people are going to bet here. Some people are going to bet here. Almost everyone bets over here on the third go, but this is why we learn lessons. And the lesson I share today is this. We never eat at a place called Mom's. We never play cards with a guy called Pops. And a sucker and his money were lucky to find each other in the first place. Thank you, Harry Anderson. One of my all-time favorite closing lines. And this, in pure sleight of hand fashion, is the 4-card Monte. We can thank Bob King for this version of the trick. Bob King, who developed this sequence. There's been quite a few versions of this blank Monte. This one is not gaffed. We can look at guys like Martin Lewis, who developed the sidewalk shuffle. This is a wonderful routine. I was actually noting a comment from Gary Henderson earlier today in one of my threads. He's familiar with the sidewalk shuffle, had misprinted cards, but no need for that. You can do this using those same techniques that we use for color Monte, the Anim and Christ alignment move. We're also using techniques like the what is known as the flustration count. The flustration count, which oddly enough was also printed in this Ibidum zine years ago. Norman Houghton published that move, and we could trace it back further than that. But as I'm going through that 3-card monkey business, that sequence opens up with the flustration count, and you can review my performance of that if you want to get the skinny on that. Applause. Merci beaucoup. Bogus Man is stumped. Well, you don't have to. Oh, you're dumped. That's different. Oh, he is stumped. Okay, then. We got it correct. You don't have to be stumped. You can go look at the tutorial. That's an optional experience, but that's a good one. And here's what I'm going to suggest for this. If you're going to carry around your tricks in a wallet like this, now this is an exception to the rule that maybe makes it appropriate to carry around things, something beyond a deck, beyond taking the cards out of a pack, because we're obviously using cards that are not normal, and maybe we would not carry them in a place that's not normal. And that's Bob King's 4-card Monte. If you have any questions about that one, now's the time to get that in. What's the name of that book? It's Blurry to read. So this book is a compilation of Howard Lyon's Ibidum magazine. So there's 3 volumes to this book. This is volume 1, and it's from the 50s, right? It's a 50s, 60s, I guess maybe into the late 60s. Cutting edge material of the time, and a wonderful, wonderful writing. Howard Lyons is just a joy to read. It's, nice to get a little zing with your magic information. So that is not the Elmsley count, Matthew. That's a demerit, sir. We're going to take you down. That's a -1. Those points will be deducted from the bonus round. So if you're looking for the Koopy doll, you're behind the curve. All right. So now we've looked at the 3-card monkey business. We've looked at the 4-card Monte. Let me show you my favorite thing with this. And this is, what is happening here? Did we get a new member today? We did. Let me thank the new members who joined pre-stream. Thank you all for joining the membership. A piece of the puzzle that, there's a good one. Look at this, the Dutch Looper. This is one that I have played with. Patrick Page handled that. I'm over here trying to be off screen and all sneaky. Let's do it this way. Patrick Page handled that so well. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Bob Sheets who had a wonderful rendition of the Dutch Looper as well. Rocker Bomber published his handling in the modus operandi, the Bob Sheets handling. Yes, Dutch Looper. But hey, we can't do everything. We'd be here forever. And plus, I wanted to keep this kind of 3-card color Monte centric, right? Using the Annemann Christ alignment procedure and some of the techniques that stick with that instead of going into left field. Maybe we return to the 3-card Monte and talk about other things in the future. Like, there's plenty of time for that. We'll return to 3-card Monte and we'll talk all the stuff. Yes, indeed. And Pat Lyons, the illustrations, those are just a joy. There's full color reproductions in that book of those illustrations. And hey, Cat, it's amazing to be seen. Thank you, and good to see you always. All right, let's do this last piece here. And if this is bringing me in at a loose 20, I plan on 30 minutes for these streams in general. Super happy if nothing wonky is happening. This was, I put some extra effort into making this stream flow smoothly today, and seems to be happening that way. Let's lower the table for my convenience. And here's my professional Monte. If you were to see me at a gig, then it might look like this. New camera, just, you know what it is, Jake? I'm dialing in the things. And Jeff's asking about Skinner's Monte. Yeah, I do that one. Mike Rogers, Tatelbaum. Some people would say that Theodore DeLand is responsible for that. All right, I'm stuck in the comments, and I'm like getting all down the rabbit hole with you guys. Oh man, I hope this happens. This would be great if in 2050 we're still watching Doug Kahn on YouTube. That means I'm not dead yet. All right, here it is. So if you were to see me at a gig and I was doing the Monte, I'd be doing this one. And here's what it is. It's a little game, a game of hanky poo. The blacks for me, the reds for you. And you know the skit, hey diddle diddle, she's the one in the middle. So the 3-card Monte, bet where the queen is and lose. And it's often followed after the dealer shuffles the cards. They ask you to wager. Doesn't matter where you wager, you lose the bet. You bet it's in the bottom, you'll lose. Some people like to bet it's in the middle, but that's no good. And then when you're sure it's on the top, well, that's a sure loss as well. Yeah, it's not, the queen is not on the top. It's not on the bottom. It's not in the middle. It's just not until the dealer needs it, and then it returns in a flash. Now, this can be done with blinding speed. I'll do that now. Watch here. Let's watch the queen as it goes back to my hand. Yeah, that's a 9 over here. I'll do that again. I know it happened kind of fast. I'm talking quick. Some of you may be drinking. It's a Saturday. I get it. Here, watch the queen as it apparently goes to the table but stays in my hand. And I can do that because that's a 9 over here. And I can do that for a number of reasons. Some say how, some say why. I'll show you how. It's the queen. It's an adjustable. Yeah, Peter's asking this. Can you teach how to do this? Here's what I recommend. You get one of these adjustable. Yeah, see, if you give it a tug, it gets a little longer on the ends. Or if you squeeze it on the ends, it gets a little wider on the sides. This is far from perfect, but I'm moving along. Push it back together, it goes right back where it was, and a queen like that is a little easier to handle, although that's not my favorite method for cheating. In fact, I like to use a queen that's just a little bit smaller. Yeah, you get one that's just a little bit smaller. And in my experience, a queen like this is the best way to cheat. You can hide it a little better. It almost fits in the palm. It's the little one that's deceptive. That's my secret. I'm stuck with it. Hey, I hope you liked it. The 3-card Monte. What? I think is the appropriate response. This is a good response. And that is the, what is this? Do I have, here, let's go here for this. Close-up cam. Can we promote our business? We can promote our business. This is conjure.com, folks. This is my website where I have magical things for your consideration online. And this is Mike Powers' release of the plastic surgery. Mike Powers' release. Let's just go back to that window instead of boinking around the website. And Mike includes my routine for the plastic lady in his package deal. There it is right there, Doug Kahn's plastic surgery. For $20, you get the gaff card, you get the instructions, and if you want to learn more about that, you can go on my website and check that out. I don't want to be just blabbering endlessly about my commercial offerings, but we blabbered about it a little bit, and now you know. All right, so let's go back to this thing. We can check the chat. And this will complete my planned program of what to do for this half hour. I got 8 minutes left on my loose 30, and we can talk about other things. Let me say thanks to all the kind words. Mogus Man, always good to see you. Jeff Borden, put your cards in the mail today, sir. They're coming your way, round 2. Thank you, Robert. French Bulldog, thank you, sir. Scotty P, good to see you. There's a link to that. Yeah, that's in the description below. Thank you. Happy to share some time with you, especially also happy if we're not having hiccups. Well, it's about time, Jake. Took you long enough. Look, when I saw that trick, I saw Rocker Bomber, John Rocker Bomber, one of my mentors, good friend, guru, a wonderful magician. He showed me that 3-card, the plastic lady effect. It just blew my mind. And then I've been toying with that sequence for 20 years. Scotty P's kicking off Trick-a-Day May. Whew, man, I'm having anxiety about Trick-a-Day May. The plastic lady routine is the one that I perform more often than any other. I could do any one at any given time of the ones that you've seen. I do really like, we talked about the Mike Skinner routine or the Mike Rogers one. I have performed that on one of the shorts. And Cat wants finger magic. Maybe I'll do one finger magic for you, Cat. Hold on. This requires just a slight preparation. Enjoy my midriff momentarily. Technically, this is thumb magic. This is an original piece. Now, you've probably seen magicians where they pretend to take off their thumb. So this is that, but it's a little different. Oh, okay. So there we go. This is my finger magic. It is technically a thumb. It's a thumb magic. Now I feel like I have a short for TikTok to promote this. So it does have some issues. I'm trying to work it out. And thanks for asking. Here's also, if you're using one of these fake thumbs and you ever get stuck, if anyone catches you with one of the fake thumbs, here's what you do. You just pretend to take it and you make it disappear. It vanishes completely. Woohoo! Having fun now. 3 tricks, rest of my life. Sponge bunnies, invisible deck, shadow coins. I won't be at Magic Live. I'm traveling to my father's next week. But I will be in Vegas in June. I'm clicking questions. I don't even know what the questions are. Shipwrecked. All right. You live with that, buddy. Wow. Harry Anderson stories. You know what I needed to do is devote like a whole episode of things of Harry, and just talk about Harry, how he inspired me as a child. And then, the day, I had the Big Easy Magic Company, Mark Faulkner and I opened in New Orleans, and we're in the shop one day, and then I see this in the window, and it's Harry Anderson. He's moving to New Orleans, and I get to befriend my childhood idol. Crazy. My life's crazy. We're going to get the shirt. This is the Invisible Threads brand. Fun Inc. distributes this. You could probably get one from your favorite magic dealer. I can order them as needed. They're a pricey shirt, right? Like this is a $30 retail t-shirt. I can't afford to stock a bunch of these at conjure.com. But if you want to send me an email, do I have an email thing I can put up here? Here's my email. There it is. Conjure@conjure.com. I could point you to the way, but if you look for Invisible Threads, you can probably find a dealer that has one online. So Invisible Threads, they have a few cool shirts that I've been wearing lately. Huge yes to the Harry Anderson stories. It would be nice as well as to get some other people on here that, get, it'll happen. Like wrapping my head around a project like that. It's the same reason I haven't done a Rocker Bomber project or a Big Cellini project. It's just because I can't really figure a way to present properly. Yeah. Oswald's, yes, I did, was Harry's speakeasy performance venue bar. This is where he would do his one-man show as well as invite other magicians to share their arts as well. And you are welcome. Wrapping my head around that as well is weird. So, but all right, man, that will happen. John lives like a half hour from me. He used to be my neighbor. We traveled every week to a local restaurant for the better part of a decade, 15 years. I hung out with this man on a weekly basis. Just takes a little more effort. We had a camera session planned a couple weeks ago. We were going to do something with Cosmo and Real Magic, but that fell through. I was hoping to get on the ball with that, but that didn't happen. But we'll get there. Part of this, know this as well, part of the pieces of the puzzle that will allow me to present these kind of things, including bringing on other guest magicians, is getting this stream correct. Like, say I wanted to bring on a friend live from out of state, or even Rocker Bomber from his house, maybe. I got to be able to present these things properly. Not all the time. Could film it, edit it. I'll be doing that as well. But right now, I'm hyper-focused on getting this stream proper, and then I can move on. I'm quite sure the iMac, which we'll be investing in next week, will help a lot with this as well. So stay tuned for that fun. Whoa. Yeah, I'm doing things I shouldn't do. Wow, that would be a treat to get David Williamson on for sure. Did I just tell me I didn't? All right, there we go. I'm thinking I just accidentally clicked the stream off. That's totally possible that happened. We'll find out together. Egad, Con. I'm still live on the internet. I am. All right. I just clicked off my window. We're learning things and navigating StreamYard. I'm learning how to do this as well. So whoops. Sometimes I vanish on the internet. All right, guys, I'm running into technical difficulties here. I've clicked things I shouldn't have clicked, and now I'm hearing two of me in my ear. Tell you what I'm going to do, y'all. I'm going to wrap up this stream. Thank you for spending some time with me. If you need some help, comments, I'll answer the questions there. Send me an email. I'm there for you. And I'm hearing two of me in my ear. So we're going to go review. Yeah, I'm trying to do the 3 Doug Monte. All right, guys. Peace and love. Thanks for hanging out. David, good to see you. Gary, thank you. Mika, thank you. And ciao. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye.